Hi, my name's Steve Lodge, and I just want to talk a little bit about the message I receive and why I give it and why it's important for me to stay true to myself. The reason why I do this message is to show everyone that it doesn't matter from your background or how you dress or how you behave. The message and the universe connection doesn't recognise your clothes. It doesn't recognise your accent. It doesn't recognise your upbringing, your class, or any of this other nonsense. It just speaks through you, and you talk and relay this message, however it comes out through you, through your experiences, and through the path you've trodden to get to where you are. I've had a lot of conflict lately. Am I speaking okay? Am I doing it right? Am I doing this? And I've looked at a lot of other people, the way they do their stuff, how they relay their message. And I question myself, getting into the ego. Am I doing it right? I need to do this. Do you need to look at... And I've had a few messages lately which have been fantastic. They've brought me back to where I need to be. And that's just to be me. Because it's not about me. It's about the message. So it doesn't matter how I relay it. The people who need to hear it are hearing it, regardless of how it sounds as it comes through me. And I need to be true to myself to show people that I don't need to dress a certain way. I don't need to look like a warlock. I don't need spiritual clouds around me with stars and rainbows and all of that to be a good, loving person. Because all that is mind-based attachment to what your mind tells you I need to look like, or I should have all this spiritual stuff around me to be able to say a spiritual message. And it's nonsense. It's all mind-based stuff. And I thank the people who have took the time to reach out and teach me, because this is what this is all about. I am taught so much by your messages and your responses as what I relay the message to you. So everything I read that's supportive, I appreciate so much, and I try to reply to everyone. And the more messages I'm receiving, the harder it's getting. But I do try to reply, or I at least acknowledge with a like. Because if you can take the time to reach out to me, I want to take the time to reach back. And it's fantastic for me. Because my life passion is to be good. That's it. I'm easily pleased, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't understand it. Because I watch so many other people where they are on their path. And yes, sometimes I'm like, oh, that looks so easy. Or I'd rather be doing that. And then I realise the minute I think that, I realise it's mind-based. And it's a constant battle. Anxiety comes in a lot. And it's just recognising anxiety for what it is. It's a mind-based expectation. It's not going to be how I expect it to be. What am I going to do? And it's nonsense. None of this stuff has happened, what we're feeling about. So back to what I was saying. This is why I am just going to relay my message as it comes to me. I'm not going to start being mystic and like a guru and like a warlock and that's not judging any of these people, because we are all where we are. And you know, there's my cat. Yeah, saying hello. I just want to keep it real. And I want to show you that as you go to work and as you get up in the morning and you're not full of spiritual stuff per se as the mind perceives it should be, it doesn't mean that you're not. You can be you as you are and spread love from a conscious level of awareness, and you can be just as much a guru or whatever else your mind likes to label it as anybody else. You can get up and put your work uniform on and still be an example of love. It's more difficult in the workplace because you're tagged at being at a certain rank. Your manager likes to be called a boss in many places. They're not a boss. They're just doing a job and they're employed by the same company as you. And if they own their own company, so what? Well done to them. Let's give them gratitude for getting off the backside and achieving something. But they're not better than you. There's loads of things I'm better at people. I had it going into the electrical industry at a later age. I had people looking at me like I was a fool and an idiot, which is fine. That's down to them. That was their insecurities, not mine. But it did used to make me feel bad because I didn't know as much as them. But I knew other things. I knew a lot of other things. But they didn't see that. They were just like, well, you're an electrician. You're not as good as us, so we're better than you. He's an idiot. And that's fine. That's their perspective. I've grown past that. But I just want to give that insight. So for those of you who are in similar situations, who have retrained late, well done you. Well done for getting out there and retraining to make your life better. For those of you who are in jobs and you're not understanding your job, but you've got this overwhelming thing to be good and kind, well done you. Because even though you're not so good at the job, the task, the irrelevant thing of our enslavement that we have to go out to perform these acts that we don't want to do, to pay our bills that were being extorted from us. Well done for getting up and doing that. But just because you're not the top rank or whatever it is they like to call you within your job or your chosen profession doesn't mean that you're no good. The fact that you're listening to this video shows you are either awakening, or at the beginning stage of awakening, where you're starting to question, which is fantastic. Because once you start doing this, all these titles and all this ego-based, I'm your boss, I'm this, I'm that, starts falling away. The need to impress falls away. You just see things as it is, as energy. And that's what we need to remember. It's all just energy. That's real. That's what's real. All this stuff of jobs and I've got to get this house and get this and all that, it's all illusion. I go back to the core reason why I was put on this earth. And that's it. I was put on this earth to communicate, to grow, to share love, to interact as energy. We are the universe coming to a focal point of recognition of itself. That's the reality of why we're here. Everything else is unreal. It's an illusion. And we need to keep focus on that. And to focus on that, we need to go within. Because I go in to my intuition and follow that so much that when I come into my mind now, it blows my mind. My mind hasn't got the capacity to understand the universe. And this is the thing. Most men, ego-based, are trying to understand the universe. The mind is incapable of that. The only way we understand the universe is to go within and to trust our intuition. And then that's when we understand it. The minute we try and think about it, that's it, we're done. The mind can't comprehend the vastness of the universe and the vastness of our skills. I don't know whether that's because we've been dumbed down. Like they say, we only use 10%. I don't know if we were using 100% when we were first here. We were very spiritual and connecting. And they've dumbed us down because people are definitely getting less aware and less conscious. And to me, we're going backwards. We're moving away from enlightenment on so many aspects. And this is by preconditioning the mind to be in a box. So we need to teach our kids, this is something else, this is a different matter, but we need to teach our kids to stay open and to connect with nature. This is important. And this is how I teach my boy. So he's not put in a mental box of what can be achieved and what can't be achieved. Because going back decades, or even centuries now, I'm getting older, that if someone said, oh, you can fly in a plane, it'd have been impossible. It just shows you nothing's impossible. We can achieve whatever we focus on. And this is how we manifest. Another topic again. So I'm digressing a little bit. So I'd like to just come back and say that I'm going to stay true to myself. And my truth is to help those of you feel good, to connect with your intuition and your true self, and to beat your mind-based prison. That's why I'm here. That's my soul, divine purpose why I've come to this planet. And I know my message, and I appreciate so much all of you who support me and encourage me. It goes further, the gratitude, than you can imagine. Because the more you're giving to me, the more I can give back to you. And that's the circle. I give, I receive, I give, I receive. I don't give to receive. It's not a mind-based thing of I'll give you a present, I want a present back. It's energy, and energy transfers. So the more energy you give, the more you receive back. I hope this has been an okay video. The mind, from the intuition, I know it's going to reach people, and that's enough. So I just want to say, hope you have a fantastic day. You are more than your title of job, and more than you have been led to believe. You are the universe. Know this, feel this, because that's the truth. And I hope you have the best day. Love and light. Thank you.